I've only got one question left, so we're going to run out of time, I think. But I'm prepared for this one because I knew it was coming up. From Brian, can you talk about your work with shaman? Okay. When we talk about shaman, we're talking about Buddhists, Buddhist monk shaman. Usually you'll know who they are because they're covered in magical symbols, tattoos, magical symbols. And usually you won't find them in a city somewhere. They're going to be somewhere outside, hidden away. But, you know, most Thai people know where they are. Officially, they're kind of illegal because they're doing magic. And white magic and a little bit of black magic, you know. My wife said she hooked me in with a bit of magic. She went to a shaman and did something, and he gave her something, and that went in all. That's how come I married her. But I'm happy about that. There's no problem. Or am I still under her spell? Maybe. Anyway, so yes, shaman. I work with shaman. I went and trained with some shaman, and I've known maybe 3 or 4 shaman up in the north of Thailand, in the mountains up here, around Doi Chang area, a place called Doi Chang, which means Elephant Mountain. There are more shamans than you can shake a stick at. That's a joke. Okay. So the place is just riddled with shaman, you know. So I train with various shaman, and I have some things to show you. I have my shamanic box here, my shamanic box. Okay, there it is. Okay, look. And I've got things in here. Take up the rest of the time. Okay, there's a few things here. You can probably guess what some of these are. Yeah, look at that. This is something a shaman would use. You know, I've done work with hill tribe people up here, and people who are really into animism. And so this kind of thing is what you'd use. This is about a couple coming together. You can probably see it's a man and a woman carved out of some kind of rare magical wood, and it's stuck together with wax. And obviously there's a relationship going on there, a little bit of embracing here, and a little bit like voodoo dolls, I guess. They've got faces and things. Interestingly, the man looks like Buddha. You can just about see that in there. Can you see his face there? It's a little bit like Buddha. He's got his top knot there. Okay. And the peak at the front. So this, you can see how Buddhism comes into animism here. So you would use this, you know, it would be used for magic spells, to get love spells, things like this, I would think, and maybe to be blessed by Buddha as well. What have we got here? Oh, here, look, here's a candle, a Buddhist candle. Can you see the writing on here? This writing is in the Pali language, Pali, but this is Burmese Pali. It's different from Pali you get in northern India. And this is magic, basically. It's got magic science symbols on there. And that will be burnt at a particular shamanic ceremony. A Buddha knife. There's a little Buddha. It's actually a knife. Look, it's not sharp, but you know, it's obviously symbolic. And I can't remember what you use it for. I think you use it for healing. I think it's for healing. You use it in conjunction with this. And you'll see some magic symbols written on there, maybe. You can't see them, it's a bit blurred. Yes, it's the skull of a child. Human skull. Look at that. Apparently about 150 years old. And I was told that you use it, you have medicinal kind of oil and herbs in here, and something to do with this. You put it onto the person for kind of healing, you know, whatever that you're healing. And so there you go. Something else here. This is to do, I think, with strength and virility. Can you guess what that is? It's a tiger. It's a real tiger's tooth. Look. And it's wrapped up in some kind of like bronze or copper wire. And that's to do with virility. Likewise, this is nice. That is obsidian. which you probably know as a kind of a Mexican stone. I think it's obsidian, may not. It's quite light actually, and it's a phallus, of course. And so a man, there's a hole through here, so would you hang on a string? So a man would actually be given this. This is a special one. It's actually got gold around it. Be given this if he's impotent or whatever, and he would hang this on a bit of string inside his pants. Mind you, some woman seeing that will be a bit disappointed. What else have we got here? Oh, a special brush. Oh, that's the brush for doing the medicine. Yes, there we go. Anything else in here? Oh, and one of these. You think, what on earth is that? Okay, that is the cord through here. You can put the cord through it. You can hang it around your waist or hang it around your neck. Inside here will be a scroll, usually copper or metal, and it'll be etched with magic spells. And usually the monk will write these magic spells in the Pali language, as I said. I've got a couple of little amulets here as well. There's another little amulet. See, a little Buddha amulet. Anything else? Yes, lots of stuff. Bit of meteorite. Who knows when you might need a piece of meteorite. Anyway, so this is an example of some shamanic toolkit. I did have a much bigger toolkit, but in a house move, it was stolen by somebody in the moving company. They saw that and they looked in it and thought, "Oh wow, this is something very important. It's a shaman's magic kit." I'm really interested in magic in as much as. You know, when I first learned to do hypnosis, and some of you will know that my very first time of hypnotizing somebody was in a lecture or a talk, public talk I was giving to a group of women in Brentwood in Essex in England in the 70s, late 70s. And I hypnotized somebody to give them a negative hallucination, which basically meant that her best friend disappeared, vanished. She couldn't see her best friend. And I did it again the following week with another talk I was doing. Well, that taught me something. It's like, what is true? What is real? If people can not see things that are there, or see things which are not real and not there, how do we know what to believe? So that really is the whole territory of magic, isn't it? Going way, way back through early days of magic, in the Middle Ages, for example, or even further back, in terms of Islam and Judaism, and right through the Renaissance and everything. So I'm fascinated by all of this, and I've come to the conclusion that really it's not about seeing as believing; it's believing as seeing. If you believe in something well enough, you will actually see it and experience it. So I think it's absolutely fascinating looking at it from a point of view of a hypnotherapist. So because I'm working with in a culture where pretty much everybody believes in magic in Thailand, almost every TV drama, there's a ghost, there's magic, there's things going on. I think it's fascinating to put the two together and explore that. And I'm doing a lot of work and research, well, I have done for a long time, a lot of work and research in this area. And I quite like the idea of helping people locally by stepping into their culture rather than trying to get them to come into my culture. To help people therapeutically. So all of this toolkit is all part and parcel of that journey that I'm on.